Hey, it's CarExamer, and I want to talk about this perception in people when they buy a used car. And 100% you being caught in this situation when you want to buy a used car and then you think which car I should buy, which car is very good, and which car I shouldn't be buying. You know what I can tell you from my experience in the trade, that's again, it's a stereotype, it's a perception. There is no such a thing as good or bad car. And why? One is because any car is good. And why? If it's maintained in a correct mileage and frequently, obviously, on a correct date, yeah, and the car has been looked after well. And two, when the car gets bad is when the owner neglects all those maintenance schedules and start not replacing those faulty items, and those things start building up, yeah, and the car starts breaking down. That's when the car starts getting bad, yeah, and you as a buyer buying this sort of vehicle, then the vehicle is bad. And why else is, it doesn't matter what car you will own. It could be Bugatti Veyron or any of these hypercars or supercars. If that bugger will be breaking down all the time, the owner will classify this car as a banger, a shit, yeah, and he will be highly likely unhappy about this vehicle and be willing to sell it. You understand what I'm saying? And therefore he will be selling this vehicle. Yeah, obviously on every car you're going through this time when the car breaks down. And normally when those events happen, it's not just one event. You know, when it happens to the vehicle, it's a series of events. You know, there's not, in my experience, there is never one thing. If you fix one thing, there will be a couple of things, like 3-5 things or 6 events at a time in a short space of time. And then you think the car is kind of shit, and you think, I need to get rid of it. Nah, it just happens. It happens to any car. You have to just get over it. You know, you have to just fix it. It happens. You know, you got these dark times, and you have to just live it. So, and again, third thing what I wanna also advise, I've been watching many of these videos where mechanics are giving you advices about, oh, don't buy these cars, these 5 top or 10 top cars which are really rubbish, don't buy them, they keep breaking down. No, all cars are good, and if they've been maintained well, yeah. The only problem is the mechanics who are saying that, they're just lazy buggers. If I would own a chain of workshops, I would fix any car. If the mechanic says, oh, these cars no good, they keep breaking down, you know, they don't know how to earn money. That's the problem, you know, because you as a mechanic, you want those cars to breaking down all the time, because that's money, you know, that's money. You fixing the car, you earning money. If the car doesn't break down, you're sitting around and waiting for car to break down. You know, your workshop stops and there is no income coming in. Yeah, so therefore the mechanics who are saying oh, those cars, don't buy those cars, don't this. They don't know what they're talking about. And my advice is, you always buy the car what you like. You don't take advice from mechanic, because mechanic just speaks because he's lazy and he doesn't want to fix that vehicle. Yeah, so that means if you meet the mechanic who moans about particular vehicle, yeah, that means just change the mechanic, yeah, or change the garage. They don't know how to fix that vehicle, or they don't have the right tools. They haven't invested the money for the right correct equipment to fix the vehicle. Yeah, and obviously if you don't have the right information, if you don't have the right tools to fix specific vehicles, it is a pain. I agree. Yeah, but therefore there are specific garages who loves those particular vehicles, and they will be more than happy to assist you. Then there's another factor, the people who say, oh, these cars, there's one huge factor into it. Don't buy the car if you don't have money to maintain that specific vehicle. You know, though certain vehicles will cost you quite high on a maintenance, you know, and obviously that will reflect on your budget massively. Yeah, because you have to evaluate what actually you can physically afford, what your wallet can afford, what your budget can afford, what your family can afford, and you have to just discuss that, you know, because we all like nice things, but would you agree, nice things comes with the price tag, and that same thing applies to the vehicle. Yeah, tires, maintenance, insurance costs, and so on and so on, you know, labor times at the garages, and everything adds together, and your money just whoosh gets out, you know, runs out as a drain, and then you think, oh, this guy is crazy. Yes, obviously, because you made a decision to buy this particular vehicle. There's nothing wrong with the car, it's because you just wanted to have that particular nice car, and it's just your fault, you know, and you have to make a sensible decision, you know. So, as recapping, make sure
I got broads in Atlanta, just at the lean.